Imagine waking up in a world where lying simply stops existing. What would happen if every human on Earth lost the ability to lie? Overnight. No white lies, no polite excuses, no "I'm fine" when someone is clearly not. Every thought that reaches the lips must be true. He never planned to rewrite human nature. He only wanted people to stop lying to him. He had no idea how far the truth would go, or how much of his life was being held together by the very lies he hated. One night, after another day of fake smiles, broken promises, fake apologies, and people telling him what sounded nice instead of what was true, the magical golden ring senses a wish forming and rolls out of the shadows. It stops beside his hand and waits. He whispers a tired, frustrated wish. "I wish humans could never lie again." The ring glows once and vanishes. The wish doesn't cling to him. It erupts, silently rewriting every human brain it touches. It spreads across his neighborhood, across his city, across borders, oceans, languages, faster than any virus. From that second onward, the ability to lie disappears from humanity. The truth felt harmless until it started tearing through every corner of his life. Stay until the end to see what breaks first in a world where no one can lie. Love, friendship, careers, families, governments, or the human mind itself. And to decide for yourself. If you held that ring, would you wish for it? He wakes up and tries an old habit, the automatic "I'm fine" when his neighbor casually asks how he's doing, but instead his mouth opens and speaks without permission. "I feel lost. I feel invisible. I don't know what I'm doing with my life." His neighbor freezes, because they cannot lie either. He blinks back, neither knows what just happened. Across the city, the same cracks appear. A cashier tries to say, "Have a good day," but admits they're exhausted and don't like their job. A student tries to excuse missing homework and confesses they didn't even attempt it. A mother tries to tell her child it's okay and instead admits she's overwhelmed and scared. The world looks the same, but the script of human interaction has been silently replaced. At first, the truth feels awkward. Then it starts burning through everything. The workplace collapses first. Job interviews become disasters. Not because people are bad, but because honesty destroys performance. Candidates sit down confidently and immediately confess, "I'm only applying because I need the money. I'm bad at time management. I freeze when people watch me work. I like this company, but not enough to stay long." Resumes lose their shine, skills get downgraded, confidence melts. Managers aren't safe either. A CEO tries to give a motivational speech and admits he hasn't cared about employee well-being in years. A department head tries to promise promotions, but tells the truth instead. There won't be any. We're cutting budgets. Deadlines can't hide behind excuses. Emails stop saying "running behind" and instead say, "I avoided this because it stressed me out." Around him, the workforce becomes transparent and brutally unstable. He watches entire teams fall apart under the weight of pure honesty. If careers can't survive the truth, what hope does love have? Dating turns into emotional surgery. He goes on a simple coffee date. He tries to say, "You look nice." Instead, he admits, "I swiped because I'm lonely." She tries to say she's open to something serious, and ends up revealing she's still obsessed with her ex and not ready for anyone. Conversations become raw, sharp, unfiltered. Compliments vanish, politeness evaporates. Friends tell him his haircut doesn't suit him. Others admit he tries too hard. One confesses they always found him annoying. but pretended otherwise. Old jealousy resurfaces, old wounds reopen, old favors and grudges spill out like broken drawers. He learns which friendships were real and which existed only because people lied to keep the peace. If honesty can destroy two people, what happens when it hits entire systems? At his office, truth isn't refreshing, it's radioactive. Performance reviews become confessions. Co-workers admit they dislike working with each other. Managers confess to mistakes they hid for years. A team lead reveals they don't understand their own project. HR becomes ground zero, flooded with reports, confrontations, resentment. The stock market reacts instantly because markets run on confidence, and confidence dies without selective truth. CEOs are forced to tell the truth in earnings calls. One admits numbers were inflated. Another confesses the company is struggling. Another reveals their flagship product is defective. Confidence collapses, stocks tank, industries shake. Commerce, politics, careers, all built on careful messaging, fall apart in real time. And his own secrets don't survive either. His boss learns he used to laugh at her behind closed doors. His colleague admits they've always hated his ideas. Someone reveals they only included him in projects because they needed an extra signature. The office becomes a battlefield made entirely of truths everyone was never meant to hear. If home was once a refuge, it isn't anymore. He expects home to feel safe. It doesn't. Children say the dinner tastes bad. Parents admit they're overwhelmed. A sibling reveals they always felt overshadowed. Another confesses they were secretly jealous for years. He tries to tell his family he enjoys listening, and instead blurts out, "I need silence. I'm too drained to care right now." Every small irritation becomes spoken truth. Every suppressed feeling becomes a sharp admission. It doesn't take long for warmth to disappear from the house. But beyond his walls, something even larger is breaking. Politics enters the truth era violently. A world leader begins a speech, but halfway through, their mouth betrays them. "I don't believe half of what's written here. I can't promise this will work. I want to win, not help." Diplomats admit hidden motives, triggering sudden tensions between nations that relied on polite lies to maintain peace. Ambassadors reveal secrets. Treaties strain under honesty. Some leaders resign. Some spark panic. Some gain trust for the first time. Because their motives are raw and real. But none can hide. Not anymore. The world sees power without the veil, and it doesn't like what it finds. And then honesty hits the internet, and everything collapses at once. Social media transforms instantly. Influencers admit they dislike their own content. Fitness models confess they edit their photos. Couples reveal their breakups live on camera. Pranks are exposed. Sponsored posts become apologies. Brands lose the ability to exaggerate. A tech company admits their phones break easily. A supplement brand admits their product does nothing. A luxury brand reveals its manufacturing secrets. Sporting events turn into chaos because athletes cannot pretend confidence. Reality TV dies overnight. Acting becomes impossible because pretending is a form of lying. Entertainment collapses. Illusion collapses. Half the world's distractions vanish. And as the noise falls away, something quieter and more dangerous rises. The truth he's been avoiding. The one lie he relied on the most was the one he told himself. In a world where no one can lie to him, he realizes something far heavier. He can't lie to himself anymore. He tries to look in the mirror and say he's okay. Nothing comes out. Instead, the truth surfaces. Truths he buried for years. He's afraid. He feels unnoticed. He resents things he never admitted. He wants love but fears not deserving it. He envies friends who seemed happier, only now learning that most of them were lying too. He misses people he pushed away, people he thought cared, didn't, people he believed disliked him, admired him quietly but never said it. Some relationships strengthen because truth fixes the cracks. Others break permanently because truth exposes the fractures that were always there. He finally understands. A world without lies isn't a world without pain. It's a world where pain has nowhere to hide. He whispers into the quiet, maybe the lies protected us more than they hurt us. In a world where no one can lie, nothing hides, not your fears, not your flaws, not your real self. In a world built on truth alone, would you survive your own honesty? Would you wish for it? Somewhere far away, the ring feels another wish for me. It rolls out of the shadows and stops at the feet of a man, standing alone beneath a streetlight, watching the world rush past him. Without ever noticing, he exists. His voice barely exists. I wish I could disappear. The ring glows once and vanishes.